Walking might actually be better for you than running in some situations. That does not mean running is bad. Running is a great workout and can make your heart and lungs work harder in less time. But walking has one big advantage: it is easier on your body and easier to keep doing. And that matters because an exercise routine only helps if you actually stick with it. First, understand the main difference. Running is a vigorous exercise, while brisk walking is usually a moderate exercise. When you run, your heart beats faster, your breathing becomes harder, and your body has to deal with more impact every time your feet hit the ground. Walking is less intense, so your body generally does not have to handle the same amount of stress. That makes walking a useful option for people who find running uncomfortable, exhausting, or difficult to maintain. Research has actually found that both walking and running can provide important health benefits. One large study published in the journal Arteriosclerosis, Thrombosis, and Vascular Biology looked at people who walked and people who ran. Researchers found that both activities were linked with lower risks of problems such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and heart disease. When the researchers compared people who used similar amounts of energy through walking or running, the health benefits were broadly similar. The second reason walking can be better is that it puts less stress on your body. Running repeatedly puts more force through your feet, ankles, knees, and legs. That does not mean running automatically damages your joints, but it does mean running requires more from your body. Running injuries commonly affect areas such as the lower leg, knee, ankle, and foot. Walking generally involves less impact, which can make it easier to recover from and easier to repeat regularly. The third reason is consistency. Imagine someone who runs for 20 minutes twice, gets extremely tired, and then decides they hate exercise. Compare that with someone who walks briskly for 30 minutes several times a week and keeps doing it for months. The second person may end up getting far more benefit simply because they kept going. This is why walking is useful. You can fit it into normal life without making your entire day revolve around exercise. You can walk to nearby places, walk during a break, take an evening walk, or simply move around more instead of sitting for hours. Health guidelines generally encourage people to move more and sit less. Walking also does not have to be painfully slow. There is a huge difference between casually wandering around and walking briskly. When you walk quickly enough to make your breathing and heart rate increase, you are giving your cardiovascular system more work. Once regular walking becomes easy, you can make it harder by increasing your speed, walking up hills, or walking for longer. You do not automatically have to start running. Walking also contributes to the general health benefits that come from regular physical activity. Being physically active can help support heart health, blood sugar control, and overall fitness, while regular activity is associated with a lower risk of several chronic diseases. The World Health Organization recommends regular physical activity and points out that doing some activity is better than doing none. For adults, the general recommendation is 150 to 300 minutes of moderate activity each week, or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous activity, or a combination of the two. However, those are adult recommendations and should not simply be applied to teenagers. So, is walking actually better than running? Not for everyone. Running is more intense and can improve fitness efficiently. If you enjoy running and your body handles it well, there is no reason to stop simply because walking exists. But if running feels terrible, causes problems, or makes you avoid exercise completely, walking can be the smarter choice. The biggest point is simple: walking may look basic, but basic does not mean useless. You do not need to destroy yourself during every workout to get health benefits. You need an activity you can do regularly. For many people, walking provides exactly that. The best exercise is not necessarily the hardest exercise. It is the one that gives your body a useful challenge and that you can realistically keep doing.